Today's episode of the More You Know podcast is brought to you by CrowdQuestion, a brand new social communication platform focused on connecting crowds to bring everyone closer to their community, as well as enhancing any occasion. Rather than being a social media platform focused on content and advertising, they're focused on communication and connection. Learn more about the platform and download the app free at crowdquestion.com.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More
You
No
podcast.
Today I want to go through different forms of motivation that Lou Tice discusses in Smart Talk. Motivation is an incredibly powerful concept we're all driven by. It's this invisible phenomenon that makes you think the way you do and act the way you do, which then dictates the outcomes in your life. We're also all motivated for different things and reasons, and some forms of motivation are healthy and others aren't. In fact, some forms of motivation can be downright harmful, leading you down the wrong path, ruining relationships, putting yourself in danger, among many other things. And because of this, there's obviously value in having awareness surrounding the motivation in your life. And some of the most important awareness to have is what forms of motivation you're being driven by. And with this being said, I now want to go through these common forms. So the first form of motivation is constructive motivation. This is where you visualize what you want in life, and then work to manifest it. Next, the second form of motivation is restrictive motivation, which is effectively the opposite. You instead visualize failure, rejection, punishment, and awful consequences. From here, the third form of motivation is coercive motivation, and this is when you tell yourself, I have to or else. And finally, the fourth form of motivation is inhibitive motivation, and this is when you're discouraging, restraining, or prohibitive. No matter who you are, you're driven by your own motivations, and your motivations may be unique. But regardless, our motivation determines how we think and act, then dictating the outcomes in our lives. But with this being said, not all motivation is alike. Motivation can positively or negatively impact your life, and there's also different forms of motivation. Because of this, it's drastically important to have awareness surrounding the motivations in your life. Then you can ensure you're being motivated by the right things in the right forms. By doing so, you'll motivate yourself in the right way, which will provide immense value to your life, and also no doubt assist with making a tremendous impact in this world and crafting a life of significance. I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it. Check out other episodes. Leave a review. Follow the podcast on social media at More You Know Pod, and sign up for CrowdQuestion to ask me questions about the episode. Again, thank you for listening as we propel through podcasting with the More You Know.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More
You
No
podcast.